Hello everyone and welcome back to Graphic Technology. I hope you've subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, kindly click the red subscribe button. Subscription is free of charge. All you need to have is a Gmail account and you would subscribe to this channel. Also like this video as well. Okay, so today's tutorial is all about manipulation of data. If you haven't seen the previous video tutorial where I talked about how to create a table, please visit and watch the video as it appears in this link above, and you will see how to create a table. So now we've created a table and we'll go ahead and perform data manipulation. The first thing I like to show you is how to widen your column, just the same way you widen the column in your Microsoft Excel. You can also do the same here. If you look at the second column here, which is other names, the field name isn't showing clearly. So to widen this column, other names, position your cursor to in between those two fields. You can see the cursor there changes to double arrow. Just double click. Now you can see the field name, other names. The same thing goes on to this particular field name, street address. You can see some of the address, the text aren't showing properly. The same way, hover your mouse or cursor to that point. As soon as it changes to two double arrows, then double click that point and you would see that the column is widened and you can see the text clearly. Okay, that's it for column widening. The next thing I like to show you is you can sort your data. You can sort your data according to by surname. You can sort your data to appear in descending order. To do that, hover your cursor and select the first column. You can see the first column, which is the surname. Now go to where you see the sort and filter group. Home tab, sort and filter group. You would see ascending or descending order. Now it depends in what way you want to, sort your table. So I want to sort in descending order. So if I click on that, you can see that by surname, Van Zyl is now up there, and it also rearranged everything accordingly at that point. So that's it for sorting your table. Now changing your text, formatting the text in this table. What you need to do is, again, from your home tab, you hover your mouse to where you have text formatting. Text formatting, you can format your text to red color. You can see the text is all formatted to red color. I'll change back to the black color. You can change the text of your table to, or the font text to, you can see font type. You can change it to any font type of your choice. You can increase the font size to 14. You can see why I increased that. You can also notice that the text are bigger. It means you have to widen the column width. So I'll just take it back to 11. So that's you formatting the text. Okay, now I'd like to show you how to delete a record. To delete a record, you need to click by the row selector. Let's say you want to delete this particular record, Joseph. Click by the red row selector. At that point, once you select the row or the record, you can delete it. Now you go to where you have home tab, you would see records group. Click by the delete button and click on delete record. Another way you can delete a record is once you select that record, right click and you can delete your record. and this sign comes out, are you sure you want to delete? If you click yes, that record is gone, but I won't delete. I will say no, the record won't be deleted. All right, so I will show you how to insert a new field. Remember, to insert a new field, you need to go to the design view. This is your datasheet view. To go to the design view, to insert a new field name, you can see each column is a field, each heading here is a field name. All right, so to insert a new field name, you go to the design view where you have the views group, down arrow, and here we are, design view. Now the new record, I want it right under the city field, right under the city field. So I have to click the row selector, gender, right click and say insert a row. You can see I wanted the row right under the city field, and that's what I did. So you select the field name or the row right under the field you want to insert a new row. So at this point, I'm going to type in phone number. So the phone number data type is going to be, data type for the phone number is going to be number. So we'll leave it at number, and the field size long integer, so we'll leave it at long integer. All right, okay, so once you have inserted phone number, right, once you've inserted a new field, you save your work, Ctrl S, your work is saved. Now you go back to, let's see, go back to the datasheet view and see what we've done. The views group, datasheet view. If you look through, you would see that I have inserted the phone number there. You can see the phone number. So at this point, you can begin to key in the staff's or the employees phone number for each of the employees record. Now you can see at this point, the phone number field isn't showing clearly, so I'll just widen the column by double clicking at that point. All right, so that's how you manipulate your data. Now I like to show you how to move field in design view, how to move a field in design view. Like this point, this gender field, I want to move it to, so it appears right after the other name. You see, we have a surname there, the other names. So I want the gender field to appear right after the other names. So from the datasheet view, you can actually do that. To do that, right, select the column itself, hold the mouse by the field name, you would see a vertical black line, a thick vertical black line. You can see it by the left hand side. Now hold and drag through. You see what's happening until you see where it's placing. Now leave it. Now that's how you move a field name to a particular place where you want it to be. We've successfully moved the field name gender to appear right after the other names. You can delete a field name from the datasheet view as well as from the design view. Like you remember, I created this field name, phone number. I want to delete it now, so I'll just select the column, right click, and that's delete field. Another way you can delete if a column or a field name is going through the design view. So if I click on the views group, design view, and here is the phone number, click by the row selector, is already selected, click by the row selector of the phone number, right click and click on delete row. So it shows to delete permanently, you say yes. So you can see that that phone number that I initially added, I have deleted it. So I'll just save, Ctrl S, go back to datasheet view, and you would look, if you look over here, the phone number field is gone, or the column is gone. All right, so I like to show you in a database like you have here. If you look by the navigation pane, you would see that there's only one table, the employees table. You can create several tables in one database. Now, to create another table in this database, you go to where you have the create tab, click on the create tab. You would see the tables group. Now click the table there. You can see that the employees table is still open there. You can see that's it. Employees table is still open. Click the S symbol, or so it closes, or you right click and say close. That's you closing the employees table. Now this is the new table we're about to create, just the same way we created the table, the employees table. Is the same thing you would do. What you need to do now is go to the views group, design view, and what name? Hours worked. Employees hours worked. Hours worked. Now this table is hours worked, employees table, and then the hours, the number of hours the employees did work. So I'm gonna click OK. Now I have this table called hours worked, and you can see this view where I can now begin to enter field names, data types, and the field properties. I'm going to create this and get back to you shortly. So I'm done creating this table. You can see the hours worked table. You would see over here the field names. I have ID number, data type, short test, week, number, data type, number of hours. I have the data type to be number. Okay, so if I go to the datasheet view, you would see I already keyed in the information there. The ID number, the ID numbers here are same thing as the ID numbers that I have in the employees table. Exactly the same ID numbers, because I want to link this table to the employees table. Now week, there's a number of weeks worked, and here is the number of hours. You can see that field name isn't showing clearly, so I'll just double click to widen the column width there. Okay, so that's how you can create more and more tables in one database. All right, I hope you like this video. Give this video a like and do not